I'm Matt.
And I'm Nick.
And together, we're Matt and Nick.
Today, we'll be walking you through a series of problems,
Showing you step by step how to solve.
and figure out these difficult equations.
Not anymore? Anything more? Skip down business.
For our first problem, we'll be showing you how to solve a volume over time graph. And yes, we will. We will. Matthew, please pose this question.
Indubitably, Niklaus. For this problem, you have a 500 milliliter bottle of water, and you poke a hole in the bottom. The water runs out at 50 milliliters per second. How long would it take for the water bottle to become empty?
Well, Matthias,
Let me explain. For this problem, you'll first need a graph. My graph goes up to 500 and then goes up by 50s, and across to 10 by ones. Then you'll need to find out the units. For the volume, I chose milliliters because that's what the problem states. Same for the time, which is seconds.
Oh yes, for this type of math question, when the volume is decreasing, the line will be dropping. And when the volume is increasing, the line will be rising.
Thanks, Nick. Now back to the problem. The problem states that the water is decreasing by 50 milliliters per second. We must find where that line will go to guide our line. So first we must find at the very start of where the water begins is 500 milliliters. So that will be at 0 seconds. To find out where the line will be going, you'll need to find out where it will be at 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, all the way to 10 seconds. So to find where it will be at 1 second, take 500 milliliters and subtract it by 50. This is because since the water is decreasing by 50 milliliters every second, that's where the water will be. So find 1 second and follow it up to 450 milliliters. So that will get it. And then do that with the same, just so it will create our line. No drinking the test subject.
The line should be going down at the same pace because there is no change in the loss of water. So in the end, after you finish solving this problem, you should get that the water will be empty at 10 seconds.
Thanks again, Nick. Like Nick said, the water bottle would be empty at 10 seconds. So if you were to fill the water bottle back up at 15 milliliters per second, it would take 10 seconds. Nick, what would happen if the water bottle just suddenly stopped to drain?
Well, Matt, the line would actually just stop going down, but it would still be going straight across. Why is this?
Well, this is because since the water bottle is not losing water, but time is still passing by. So, the line will look like this.
Thanks, Matt. We hope you enjoyed that 1 millisecond of intermission. Now back to this equation.
Say, Nick, would you be kind enough to lead us through the next problem?
Sure, Matt. What does this problem state?
Well, this problem is about subtracting square roots.
Easy enough. Well, Matthias, could you please give me the question?
Of course. The question is the square root of 90 minus the square root of 40.
Well, Matt, the square root of 90 minus the square root of 40 is 10.
Please, that's not very descriptive. Please,
well, Matt,
give us more.
If you write this as I explain it, I will be happy to. Well, Matt, you see, since these numbers are not perfect squares, you must first find the number that can be squared out. For example, in the square root of 40, you must bring down the 4 times 10 in order to be able to square it. For the square root of 90, you would get the square root of 9 times 10. Then you would square 9 and not 10. So you'd get 3 times the square root of 10. And for 40, I already said that it would become the square root of 4 times 10. So you square 4 and not 10 because 10 cannot be squared. but 4 can. So after the square root of 4 times 10, these things happen. And so yeah, after you square those numbers, you would get 3 times the square root of 10 minus 2 times the square root of 10.
Well, what would you do after that? Since 3 times the square root of 10 minus 2 times the square root of 10 is clearly not the answer.
You see, Matt, if you would have let me explain, you would then subtract the 2 numbers that are outside the square and multiply the 2 numbers that are inside the squares. This would get you 1 times the square root of 10 times 10, which would equal 1 times the square root of 100. 10 is the square root of 100, so you would get rid of the square root and now get 1 times 10. 1 times 10 equals 10, and there is your answer. Amazing. Fantastic.
Superbulatory.
Superbulatory. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.